Hi, Nick Tunbridge here, Stutter Coach. In this video, I'm going to talk about once you have a job or you've joined a company and you've started with a new organisation, how do you provide awareness about the fact that you stutter and you help, if you like, to claim your space within the workplace? And what strategies can you use to make people accommodate you and support you and really give you respect as a person who has a stutter and has the right to be heard and the right to claim their own space. So I've always believed that the best way to convey this is in a passive style, and that can be that you can, if you like, even have a few things around your workstation or around your desk that refer to stuttering, and that can be maybe a little, I've seen things like cups that say, hey, I've got a stutter, and all sorts of things. So whatever it might be, something that refers to the fact that you are a stutterer, a person who has a stutter, and that you are almost prompting them if they want to raise it. So I think the key message here is that you are making them feel that you are comfortable about the fact that you have a stutter, and that is a really important thing. If you're comfortable about stuttering, they will be comfortable about it. It's really a rapport builder and causes a lot of embarrassment and a lot of awkwardness in people if they feel that you're having a really hard time. So if you stutter and it's causing you a lot of distress or pain, or you're looking away, or you're embarrassed about the fact that you have a stutter, that is really transferred to them, and probably more so, and all that they want to do is just remove themselves from the situation. So you've got to make people feel really comfortable and let people know that you feel good. You're maybe not good, but you're very comfortable about the fact that you have a stutter. So yeah, things around the workplace, things around your desk, things around the workstation really work well. You've got to remember that we're human beings, so you'll have good days, you'll have bad days. There'll be days that you wake up and for some reason, no one knows why, your stuttering is really bad for that particular day. Other days you wake up and you're feeling, you're speaking really fluently for some reason. So on the days where it's bad and you're likely to stutter a lot more, then you're going to have to use, if you do use a speech technique, whatever it is that you use to get through, then you're going to have to use that more so in probably a more obvious way. So when you do that, it's okay just to feel good about that. And if people ask you, or you've really got to make it slow, an example of that might be, hi, how are you today? I'm having a pretty slow day today. I didn't sleep well last night. It's quite okay to talk about stuttering and mention the fact that, oh yeah, my stutter really gets bad when I have not had much sleep, have to speak a lot slower. But I think the key thing is, if you do mention it and move on. Don't sit there and talk about it at length. Sure, if people ask questions about it, that's okay. You can do that, and it's always good to educate people. But you'll find that if you do that and you go in on those days where you do feel like you're going to stutter a lot, you have an initial period, like the first half hour in the morning or the first hour, whatever it might be, but you warm up and you get used to it and they get used to it. And you end up having a really good speech day. And I've had days where I know I've come into work and there's a meeting at 8 o'clock in the morning at 8:30, and there might be 25 people in the room, and I have just struggled. But on the days that I've said, no, I'm just going to speak at my own rate, I'm going to go slow, I just don't want to stutter, I want to get my point of view across, I'll go in really slow. I've actually had great days doing that. Yeah, it's a little confronting when you first do it. A few people look at their shoes and whatever it is they do to avoid an embarrassing situation. But you've got to be authentic, and you've got to be true to yourself. And I'm all about you having the best day that you possibly can. So I recommend people just do that. The other thing too is we always think that people will react a certain way, or we feel that people might respond to our stutter a certain way. We don't know. You don't know their stories, and you don't know what they're going through in their lives. And by and large, most people, I think you'll find, really think you're courageous, and that you're, I keep saying it, claiming your own space. And I think people will think very well of you for doing that. And bottom line, everybody, is that if you do that, you are going to speak more fluently, which is a lot better than racing into a major block, which is just difficult for you. I mean, and I've had major blocks in front of people, and I certainly don't like it. So I much prefer, even if I'm sounding like this, people just do get used to you. And as I said, you do warm up through the day, and it's okay. Wish you well. Subscribe if you like the video. Again, please check out the books, Stutterer Survival Guide 1 and 2 on Amazon. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. All the best.